I can tell you, I done dealt with suicidal thoughts my whole freaking life. I mean, not in the last 10 years, because, I've been really, you know, talking to different people, having mentors and different stuff like that. But now I'm starting to see it come to fruition. Like, I'm a part of helping my community. I want to make people's lives better. I don't want to just be somebody who don't have an impact. Like, I want to be able to make things easier for people. I want to change Compton to the wrestling capital of the world. I also want to create housing for wrestlers, because wrestlers struggle. So imagine 3 years later, you would have a former WWE champion representing your brand. Come on, James. This feel like this is a dream. And think about it too, like this, James. Like, I have no experience, right? I have experience around me though. I got the urban juggernaut, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't like, so for Paul to be involved, man, I never could have imagined that. Never.
Let people know, explain the Compton Boulevard Championship, because I think that title is what got me into Comptonmania. It's a sweet looking belt too, by the way.
Shout out to Anthony Desiree for coming up with the Compton Boulevard name. We were going to go with something else, and AD. He also came up with the Ghetto Gauntlet. AD is a bad mother, but the design of the belt, that was Sir Piss Off. That right there, the Compton Boulevard title is defended 24/7, 365. It's on site. As long as you have a referee, you can get a shot at the title. And that right there is, that title represents Compton. Because every day at Compton, you got to prove it every single day.
See if I can get a word with the champ. Champ, you said you would win and defeat him in the cage, and you are victorious. What would you have to say to all the Compton Maniacs?
I'd say, you're welcome.
Showtime! My man!
Oh, what's the deal?
Hey, brother, what's the deal? What's it been up to?
Man, I've been up in here getting my buzz on, messing with Cake Buzz.
Your buzz on, man, you're always up there.
Let me tell you something. When I eat too much of this, I turn into the MF.
What is that?
Oh! Woozy, get in my buzz on. Fake Buzz, 2701 Artesia Boulevard, Redondo Beach, California.
Woozy, Buzz.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Fishbone on Willow. Woozy, let's check this sucker out. Listen, I want it. Let's taste the shrimp. Volume. Oyster. Boulder. Moving. And look at this fish, this salmon right here.
Woozy.
Make sure you come to 321 East Willow in Long Beach, California. The Fishbone.
It's me, the mother man. I can never show you my true identity. But Cameron, let me see a poster. Woozy, Comptonmania, March 5th. Where you from? Be there. And ladies and gentlemen, join the mania by buying the merch. This shirt, where are you from? Special event, $35. Woozy. But let's take you back to the original. Comptonmania, $20. It's gone, but it's still here. And then the Comptonmania costs money. Credit or debit? Woozy, we got it in white in the original green. This right here is how you become Comptonmania certified. Woozy.
3 years ago, a boy with a dream to bring wrestling to the hood.
I need to find Comptonmania. I heard it's a place where they're bringing wrestlers back to the hood.
And what started out in a nana's backyard, with wrestlers coming to the hub city. The fire, the energy, the high heights reached. What was merely a young man's dream has birthed into something so profound, something so moving in the community. What was once a dream is now a phenomenon.
This is Mr. Piss Off, the 5-month son of a bitch. Must see face, the most corrupted man, the most hated man, the most biased man in sport today. All I want you to do is click, like, subscribe, and share. And that's the bottom line. Mr. Piss Off said so.
What's the deal, fam bam? It's your man Deshaun Showtime Watkins. Welcome to Compton Mania News. I'm trying to get used to pressing my little soundboard. I got my soundboard. Man, it's supposed to be a great day today. It's supposed to be. It is a great day. What's the deal, Nerdy Eddie? What's the deal? What's the deal, man? Look here, man. I got some stuff to talk about today. We're going to celebrate Black History Month. I'm going to put over again Compton Mania in Vegas, WrestleMania weekend with Versus Pro. It's about to be off the chain. Shout out to the Compton Mania team. It's a lot of stuff. Now, look, this show today, Black History, we're gonna be showing some amazing good stuff. Um, we're gonna look up some Dr. May, Octavia Butler. Kobe's my favorite player. My question to y'all is LeBron James, is he now Mr. NBA? Is he now official Mr. NBA? We're gonna talk a little bit about Matthew Stafford. Y'all know how much I love the Rams. We definitely um gonna talk a little bit about Matthew Stafford. We're gonna break down. Listen. Look, I haven't even been married a year, but listen, let me just say, guys, it's important to pick the right partner. What's up with it, Mr. Piss Off? Mr. Piss Off, who do you think you are? Mr. Piss Off. Yo, what's the deal? The old mayor of Comptonmania. How are you picking your partners? Like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk a little bit about that. I'm gonna show y'all a little of what we did last week. In the city of Watts, we had a skate situation. We're gonna talk a little bit about that. Bring hustle home. We with Mike Martinez, the new mayor of Comptonmania. He's been a mayor for a long time. But yeah, we want to bring Hansel home, show you some crazy stuff, and then we're gonna talk about the Oakland mom, man, who abandoned her kids for 4 days. Like, this is crazy. So we're gonna talk a lot about that. And then we'll find a match we will see because, ladies and gentlemen, remember the best way to support Comptonmania at this point is join the members only. And if you come over to YouTube, we have super chats here. Hit the super chat. You know what I mean? Give us a super sticker, donate. You know what I'm saying? Throw some cash so we can have some more shows. You feel me? So throw a little, throw a little, throw a little. But since it is Black History, I want to start off with some Black History stuff. All right? All right. So let's check it out. All right. I just realized too, like, yo, just turn the music off. You feel me? I just turn the TV off. But yeah, this is how we do it. We celebrate our legends, man. Like, Black History Month isn't just Black History Month. Black history is Americana's history, okay? Okay? We didn't even see Debo. We didn't see Zeus. So many different people. You know? Yeah, I'm with you, Nerdy Eddie. I'm with you, buddy. I wanted to see I wanted to see Kofi Kingston champion longer. I did. I did. But, hey, we can't always get what we want, shall we? It would be nice, but we can't always get what we want. Yo, so it's Black History Month, man. Again, too, it's just you wanna give love and respect to the guys that came before us. You know what I'm saying? And since it's Black History Month, and I'm feeling like Louis 54. You feel me? Yeah, you gotta feel the groove because it's Black History Month. And we ride this thing, Paul. Not like that. So when you the man, like Louis 54, you get the groove on, man. So listen, since we right here, we with this beat, we got a little something. Can y'all hear me? Can you, Dirty Eddie, can you hear me? Piss off, can you hear me? Let me know if you can still hear me. If it sounds too loud, let me know. I'll put it down. But I wanna go through this real quick. Top 5 wrestlers. I think this is top 10 wrestlers of all time. Hey, Sexy Chino and Louis 54 would be a dope match. That would be. Oh, that's your shit. Piss off. You rocking with it? All right. Now everybody in the chat. This is what they were saying. They were saying that the top 10 wrestlers of all times. This is from what? Sports Bible. Bret Hart is number 1, and the Hitman was one of my favorites. Other Hitman, Steve Austin was one of my favorites. I think Randy Savage would have made the top 10 for me. Undertaker, yes. John Cena is great, but he wouldn't have been in my top 10. He's great. Bruno Sammartino would not have been in my top 10. The Rock would be. Shawn Michaels would be. Piper, no. Hogan might be. Hogan was huge when we were growing up. We had the wrestling buddies. You know what I mean? We had all that cool stuff. You know what I mean? Who is that man? Yeah. It is Louis 54. All right. I got you, Nerdy. I got you. Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right, we taking our time today. All right, we got the Louis 54 popping. That's the top 5. Y'all tell me who's your top 10 wrestlers put it in the chat, and we'll go from there, man. That was real cool. All right, all right, all right. So after that, we seen that. I'm gonna show y'all some more Black history. We started off with the wrestling because that's what we do. Compton Mania. We've been here for 5 years. This is our 6th year going into it. Want to say thank you to everybody that's rode with us this long, that stayed dedicated. You've been there when we was in Nana's backyard, to everywhere we've been, and every wrestler that has ever graced the ring of Compton Mania. We appreciate you. You are definitely a part of this history, and all love and respect. Hell, don't turn it off. Let's bump it, show. All right, piss off. I'm gonna give you another jam. I'm gonna give you another jam, but first, it is Black History, brother. It's Black History. So let's find out who is Octavia. No, I'm tripping. Dr. May, I'm sorry. Wait, what's going on? Wait. There we go.
I grew up during the Apollo era, and even though they didn't have any women astronauts, I thought that was the dumbest thing in the world, right? Because women could do as well or better than men in this. And in fact, they did. There was a group called the Mercury 13 who were tested it back in 1961, 62, 63. They did as well as the men, and in fact, in many of the tests, they actually blew the men out of the water with isolation tests and psychological testing. So here's the thing. I would have gone into space if there had never been anybody of any kind going. I would have volunteered, take me, I want to go. And if there had been thousands of people of every kind there, I would have still wanted to go. As a little girl, I assumed I would always go into space. For me, it was that connection between who I am here on Earth and my connection with the greater universe. I remember being on orbit and looking down and seeing the Nile Delta go past. And I remembered being at the pyramids before. And I realized that I belong anywhere in this universe. And I am as much a part of this universe as any speck of stardust, any comet, any planet, any star. For me, being in space was a validation.
Wow, Dr. May, man. Shout out, man. You talking about conquering the odds, doing what they say you can't do, going after it no matter what. You put the work in, you'll get there. Great example, super respectful. Big boss, Dr. May, Black History. Give it. Another one. So that's American history. Americano, a slice of the pie. Like we got to get you some we got to give you some positive. We got to give you some positive. And then we got another one for you. Check this out. Who is Octavia Butler?
Who is Octavia Butler? Author, pioneer, MacArthur Genius Grant winner. Octavia Butler wasn't just the first Black woman to write science fiction. She's one of the creators of Afrofuturism, which reimagines the future through the lens of Black culture.
I read about people and the different ways of being human.
Born in Pasadena, when Octavia was my age, she was shy, dyslexic, and 6 feet tall. Science fiction helped her escape from reality, but its one-dimensional portrayal of her community frustrated her.
My response was, geez, I can write a better story than that.
Octavia was determined to write herself in, creating stories where the experiences of marginalized people made them uniquely suited to thrive. Nicknamed the Grand Dame of Science Fiction, Octavia Butler reminds me, and all of us, that what society at one time may call weakness may very well contain the strength our species needs to reach the stars.
Hey, there you have it. Now you know. And if you don't know, now you know. Check it out. All right, Nerdy Eddie. Bang. Okay, let me put up the situation real quick so we can be super. So this is his top 10 right here. Let's compare it top 10 to this top 10. All right. So, okay. So Shiloh Greaves versus Hulk Hogan. Ladies and gentlemen, who do you got? Shiloh Greaves or Hulk Hogan? All right. Then Chris Jericho versus Roddy Piper. Okay, I'm gonna give my thoughts. I'm going with Shiloh over Hogan because he's just ignorant. You know what I mean? Jericho, I'm taking Jericho over Piper because of the walls of Jericho. Edge and Shawn Michaels, I'm taking Shawn Michaels. Mysterio and The Rock, I gotta go with The Rock. So it's 2-2. All right, and then Seth Rollins versus Bruno San Martino. I'm going with Nerdy Eddie. I gotta go with Seth. John Cena or Oscar. I'm gonna go with Cena. So it's 3-3. Okay, Randy Orton or The Undertaker. Ooh, I'm gonna go with The Undertaker. I. Randy Savage, Daniel Bryan. I'm going with Daniel Bryan and Eddie Guerrero versus what is that? Steve Austin? I got to go with Austin. Bret Hart. Maybe I miscounted. Maybe I missed somebody, but I don't know. But yeah, it was that was a good race. I think Nerdy Eddie, you damn sure have a match. I think if they would have lined them up, that'd be a hell of a WrestleMania match for sure. For sure. All right. All right. Now I gotta bring up this. I showed some stuff where we talked about different Black History situations, different people who were very influential. Now check this out. This next situation is about ice cream, and I think her name is Skate something. I don't know, but it's about ice cream. And let's let. mm,
Today in Black History. Butter pecan ice cream is an African American staple. Now, why is that? I'm glad you asked. You see, butter pecan ice cream was created out of racism and ingenuity during the Jim Crow era. History reminds us that there was a time when African Americans were denied vanilla ice cream in the South, except on the 4th of July, because they considered it to be too pure for blacks to consume. Plot twist. African-American confectioner Augustus Jackson is considered the father of ice cream. And Edmund Albius, an African-American child, discovered how to quickly pollinate vanilla by hand, a method that is still used today. So while butter pecan ice cream was created out of hate and injustice, its invention highlights the resilience of African-American culture. Because when something is taken away, we figure out another way. See you next time.
We couldn't even eat vanilla ice cream. What is going? Look, listen. How stupid can you be? Your skin don't determine if you can eat ice cream. This is ridiculous. That's why. Look, I like cookies and cream anyway. So you know what I mean? That's crazy stuff you don't even think about. Like, dang, you think vanilla ice cream was too pure for somebody to eat? Boy, I tell you. Boy, I tell you. Ugh, what button oh, yeah, Imma give you this.
No.
No, and then squabble up. That's crazy. We can't have no ice cream? Piss off. Can you believe that? Man, you'd have been eating so much vanilla ice cream, it'd have been crazy. Just to be disobedient, right? Alright, man. So listen, Black History Month, there's so many different things that so many different I don't wanna say idols, so many different people that we could give, like, respect that really, encouraged us to go somewhere. My favorite, one of my favorites of all time. You said you like Strawberry Nerdy Eddie? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Nerdy Eddie. Strawberry! Strawberry! You know what I mean? You gotta have the strawberry with the I love strawberry ice cream. Strawberry ice cream is delicious also. Um, yeah, man. My absolutely favorite Black History person is this guy.
player ever.
Wow.
Yeah, he is.
You got Kobe over Mike?
That's just my favorite player.
Right.
But, I mean, Mike is in a completely different, he's by himself.
Right.
But if I had to say, Kobe is the best player ever.
That is truly the best athlete player I've ever seen before in my entire life. I never seen anybody more phenomenal than Bean. Just what Kobe Bryant represented for a young black kid like myself too. Definitely biased. Definitely biased. What made Kobe Bryant mean so much to me was watching him go through the turmoil. Um, Seeing him come in, he's too young. This kid don't know nothing, and just was relentless, shooting the air balls and taking the scrutiny, fighting every step of the way, giving it his all, leaving it all on the floor. I seen him develop into a leader. I seen him get stronger. I seen him at his weakest, well, in his weakest points, the rape trap, the rape, the grape, great, great, yeah, great. Yeah, all those different situations to see him come out on top and always inspire somebody to be better than what they were. That was my magnus opus. That was like one of the greatest things I've ever seen before because you seen his weaknesses and then you seen his strengths and you just seen him just go after it. It was something that really drove me. It's one of the things that still continues to drive me to this day is that mentality, that Mamba mentality that it could be me versus the world, uh uh it was just it was so I needed to see that growing up. And it was phenomenal. Nothing comes close to that. However, we have to really look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We have to really look at this because no matter what you say to me, my GOAT is Kobe Bean Bryant. No matter, and you're right, it's absolutely biased. Absolutely biased. Right now. Is LeBron James Mr. Basketball? Listen, y'all know I just gave you a whole soliloquy how I feel like Kobe is the greatest I've ever seen. But let's look at what LeBron James has done. LeBron James has won 4 NBA championships with 3 NBA teams. Now listen, yes, he's played with some of the greatest to ever do it, but he's number 1 in points. I think he's up there in assists and rebounds. And he's about to be playing more games than anybody that's ever even played basketball. Listen, LeBron James will be considered my nemesis growing up. It was Kobe versus the world. That's all. But listen, I'm a grown man today. I'm still taking Kobe. But LeBron James is the king. LeBron James has been playing for over 22-something years. Some kids ain't even 22, and he's dominating, still putting up 27, 7 and 7. This is insane. I don't want to say this. I'm not saying this because I want to say this. I'm saying this because it's real. Greatness. Now listen, the one thing I can say, LeBron James, in order to be a Laker great, you have to beat the Celtics. You have to beat the Celtics to be considered a Laker great. And I got the Lakers and Celtics in the finals this year. He's got an opportunity. And the thing that's going to make it crazy, the algorithm situation that everyone's clowning, Bronny. But imagine he wins a championship with his son. The narrative stops. It's over. And he's playing with Luka. He's playing with Luka Doncic. The Lakers are a couple of games out of second place in the West. I have not been this excited about basketball in years. Snoop Dogg calls him Luka. Like he a ka, you know, like ka, you know. Ka. Luka. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an exciting time for Los Angeles. LeBron James might be Mr. Basketball. He might be Mr. Basketball. And guys, I don't think you really understand. Like, for me to say that, it's not easy. It's not easy. Wow. Shout out to LeBron James. Shout out to the Los Angeles Lakers. And man, Nerdy Eddie says, winning a championship with his son, he is stealing that storyline from the it's WWE. And look, wrestling has the greatest storyline. Everybody around the world is influenced by wrestling. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Okay. Look at Love and Hip Hop. Inspired by wrestling. No Jumper, inspired by wrestling. Everything is inspired by wrestling. I'm telling you right now. Everything. Think about it. Muhammad Ali, the greatest boxer of all times. He loved Gorgeous George. You feel me? Come on, man. Hey, you might be right, Nerdy Eddie. You might be right. That is a hell of a game mode for you. That's a hell of a game mode for you. So yeah, guys. So check it out, man. Like, check it out, man. Listen, we got some crazy stuff we're gonna talk about in a minute. We're gonna talk about Matthew Stafford. We about to talk about got a little bit more history for you too, just a little bit. What's up with it, Drew? What's the deal? What's the deal? Some YouTube, yeah, exactly. Drew know what's up. Drew know what's up. You 100% right. Everything is inspired by wrestling. Absolutely everything. All right. So let me show you this real quick.
Comptonmania is wrestling that started in the city of Compton. Wrestling is something that changed my life, and I feel like it could do a great service to the city of Compton. He is our 3-time Compton Boulevard champion. That's defended 365, 24/7. Is on site. Hell, oh man, come on.
It must be my birthday, because you're looking at the top champion at Comptonmania.
Mr. Pissoff, the mayor? You got your reference? Oh, no, Shiloh, not now.
I don't know what you're talking about over here. I really am not going to do anything.
What do you think about American wrestling?
I think it's beautiful as long as y'all know what you're doing with each other. I think it's beautiful. Praise God. God gave everybody different talent to work with, and that's a blessing. It's from God. Amen. That's a blessing. Praise God.
Oh, London, I'll see you May 21st.
Oh! I heard a pop. Oh, my God.
You'll be Mr. One Belt, and that's it. You can't leave.
Where you going?
You ready to go?
Come back.
I'm scared. Scared to fight?
Well, I guess Sad Boy, is still the Compton Boulevard champion. Make sure you stay tuned.
Compton.
LA in a minute, and today I want to talk about the Los Angeles Rams. Not their football per se, but the 5 famous firsts that the Rams accomplished before any professional team, including signing the first black player to a modern-day professional sports contract prior to even Jackie Robinson. That's right. Let's get into it. Famous first number one for the Rams. In 1946, after moving from Cleveland to Los Angeles, they signed Kenny Washington, a former teammate of Jackie Robinson at UCLA, to play halfback. Washington had 3 impactful years for the Rams before retiring in 1948 and receiving a standing ovation from 80,000 people after his last game. Rams famous first number 2. In 1948, the Rams became the first professional football team to add a logo, the pair of golden ram's horns, to their helmets, an innovation that would pay great dividends as the league entered the TV era. Even cooler is the fact that the helmets were created and hand-painted by Rams halfback Fred Gerke in his garage. He painted 75 of them for $1 a piece, and the Rams became the first professional team with a logo on their helmets. Rams famous first number 3. In 1951, the Los Angeles Rams defeated the Cleveland Browns 24-17 in the NFL championship game. It wasn't yet called the Super Bowl, for the first major professional sports title in all of Los Angeles. Rams famous first number 4. In 2014, the Rams became the first organization in professional sports to draft an openly gay player when they drafted Michael Sam from the University of Missouri. Sam suited up for the Rams in the preseason but did not make the regular season team. Rams famous first number 5. They became the first franchise to win an NFL championship in 3 different cities. In 1945, they won the NFL championship while they were in Cleveland, and in 1951, they won their first one in Los Angeles, as well as winning the Super Bowl in 1999 when they were in St. Louis. Bonus fact, in 1967, the Rams surpassed 1 million spectators, becoming the first NFL team to do so. That's 5 famous firsts for the Rams, who gave Rams fans and football fans every reason to be proud of the organization. All right, LA, it's been a minute.
Yes, sir. Shout out to LA in a minute. That's my guy, man. And yes, we did draft Sam's, and he did not play that much at all, boy. That he did not play that much at all. I remember Michael Sam. I definitely remember. Shout out to Drew too. He said the Compton Boulevard matches go hard. Pause. Nerdy Eddie said sad boy being sad. Y'all wow, man. Y'all wow. Here we go. Squabble up. Ugh. Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So guys, now listen, since we own the Rams, right? We got to talk a little bit about my guy, John Matthew Stafford. How do you guys feel about it? I know me as a Ram fan, I want to keep Stafford for as long as we possibly can. I know the Rams, he looked like he out there crip walking. He must have been listening to Kendrick Lamar. They not like us. But Matt, man, my guy Matthew Stafford, dude, is uh he's one of the dopest quarterbacks. I mean, I go back from Case Keenum because going to the Rams, the first Rams game I ever went to was in 2016. Going to San Francisco with my uncle. We went to go see the Rams play. The last game, we went all the way, yeah, and Ty Gurley didn't even play, and I think we lost by 3. And next year they came to LA, and then I started going to training camps for the first time. So I seen Casey Keenum, and I'm like, all right, I seen training camp. And then when we drafted Goff, I said, wow, Goff has an arm, like he could really throw the ball, like. And I seen Matthew Stafford for years, but you know how like you see a lot of teams, but you ain't really watching a lot of teams. You seeing them, but you like, man, he played for the Lions. He trash. I was a little bit weird about the trade at first, the Golf and Stafford. Then I went to training camp seeing Matthew Stafford. And my God, I have never it's and golf is really good. He has an amazing arm. If you see golf throw, he can throw. He's no slice turkey. These guys can throw. And Casey Keenum, like these guys are NFL quarterbacks. Matthew Stafford is freaking different. I know how we do because I know in the hood we always be like, one thing you cannot do is lose a basketball game to a white boy. I know. Hey, listen, keep it real. I know you can't you can't. Like, bro, I have never in the history that guy can throw. He can throw. And I mean, I was blown away. Now I don't want him to go. It's like, please don't go. Like this dude is dope. This dude is freaking dope. You want to know how dope? Well, you know your boy.
First and goal for the Rams.
Y'all get the point. I'm not finna drape it all on y'all like that. Y'all can't handle it like that. Y'all can't handle like that. Here we go. Drew says, question. You think Cooper Cup is cooked? I don't think Cooper Cup is cooked. I think Cooper Cup still got it. I think Cooper Cup still got juice in the tank. The problem is next year Cooper Cup makes 20 million. 20 million. I don't want Cup to go neither, but 20 million. It's time to go. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I love Coop. I wish Coop could retire a Ram, but in football, it's not really with Aaron Donald. You know, yeah, 20. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he don't deserve it. It's just if you trying to win a championship, look at your Eagles. Y'all loaded up and y'all got a young team. You know, when you load it up like that, it gives yourself a chance, you know, and when you spend too much money in certain different positions, it kind of hinders your team to really grow. So it's the business part of it that sucks. But hopefully we can keep Matthew for at least another year or two. That would be really dope. But also, we could possibly trade him. I heard that the Giants was inquiring, and I'm like, heck no, but they talking about giving away, I think it was a third pick. So I'm like, okay, so are we gonna try to go after Shador? Is Shador that vicious? You know what I mean? Because college don't always translate, but at the same token, if Dion is his dad, he has Sean McVay as a coach. And you seen what Sean McVay did with Baker Mayfield. I think he's one of the dopest coaches. I think it'll be good. You said Dallas is interested too. Now what could Dallas give us? I mean, wait a minute. What's up with it, Ed? This the deal, Anthony. Dallas was trash this year, so that could be a good pick too. That could be a hell of a pick, Drew. Hey. I mean, but I'm not trying to get rid of Stafford like that. But if there's something that they see, because Matthew Stafford also, he's going to all the teams to see exactly what his value is, and then the Rams, I hope we keep him. But if we do trade him, I have 100% faith in the Rams organization with Les Snead, Sean McVay. I can tell you the ups and downs. When we got rid of Tremaine, I was so pissed. And then here comes Marcus Peters and Akeem Talib. We got rid of them. I was so pissed. And then here comes Jalen Ramsey. I said, you know what? They know what they're doing. You know what I mean? They know what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Because think about it. I'm the same guy. I was mad when the Rams got Aaron Donald. I was mad. That's how dumb I was. I was mad when the Rams got Aaron Donald because I wanted Sammy Watkins because he was a dope wide receiver and we had the same last name. See, that's why you can't have everybody else picking players. Sammy was dope. We had him for a while, but yeah, that's how I feel about good old Sammy. Oh, Sammy. Boom. Doo doo doo. All right, man. Y'all know it's all crazy. Listen. We got some other stuff to talk about, man. We got some other stuff to talk about. Drew, we definitely gonna need you on this next situation. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share this, because we ain't nowhere near done. When I say we ain't done, we haven't even got to the drama yet. I'm we slow cooking right now. But check it out. Give me one. Yeah, you gotta put the transitions in. You gotta dun, dun, Give you a little time to just reset. Dun, dun. Compton. Look, it's like he's so Compton, it's ridiculous. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. All right. So this one is personal. This is something that has something to do with the wrestling community. This is something that Maricela and Mike Martinez has been dealing with for a long time. This is near and dear to our hearts, and we are serious about this, and we want to stand with our people in this. And this is Bring Hansel Home.
Can solve an international kidnapping. Hansel Quiros was kidnapped from his mother, and she knows who has him. However, when she called police to report that her son was going to be kidnapped before he was kidnapped, they told her that they couldn't do anything until after her son was not brought home. So today, TikTok, I'm going to ask you guys to do what the police wouldn't do. Let's find this child. Please share this video and save this video, push it out in the algorithm so that more people can see this child's face, and so that we can hopefully help this mother get the justice that no one is helping her get. Behind me is Maricela and Hansel Quiros. Maricela is Hansel's mother, and on June 16th, 2023, she dropped Hansel off for what was supposed to be a weekend visitation with his father, Felipe. On June 17th, Felipe's girlfriend came over to her parents' house and told them that Felipe had intentions to not bring Hansel back the following day on Sunday, and that he was planning to take their son to Mexico. Maricela did what she was supposed to do. She called 911 and informed them that Hansel was not going to be brought back when he was supposed to be, and that Hansel's father had every intention to leave the United States with their son. Unfortunately, police told her that there was quite literally nothing they could do. They told her that Felipe would have to fail to drop him off the following day at 4 p.m. before they could get involved in any way. So the following day, on Sunday, June 18th of 2023, 4 p.m. came and went, and Hansel had not been dropped off, just as Maricela had told the police was going to happen. However, when she attempted to get the police to look for her son or to check the borders to be sure that no one crossed, they didn't. They actually gave her a hard time in filing this missing persons report. Maricela has spent the past 2 years jumping through legal hoops of fire to get her son back, even making a trip to Mexico to speak with officials over there about locating her son, just to be given the runaround again. And last year, in a desperate attempt to locate Hansel, she called the FBI herself because local police had not done anything like that for her. The FBI is now handling this case with Interpol, but I firmly believe that here on TikTok, we might be just as powerful, if not more so, at locating this child. These are the 2 men suspected of taking Hansel. Here is his father, Felipe. His family in Mexico goes by Jimenez and Quiros. And this is the video that Hansel was last seen in. It is a 2002 Volkswagen GTI 2-door, and it does have California license plates. Felipe has connections to Guadalajara, Jalisco, and Guerrero, Mexico. Maricela's son Hansel turns 10 in September of this year, and she has not spoken to or heard from her son in over 2 years now. Please, TikTok, make this video go viral. Let's get Hansel home to his mom. I will put information in the caption below for you to reach out to her directly if you have seen or have any information in regards to where Hansel may be, and I will also put the FBI's information as they are the ones handling this case currently.
Man, guys. So yeah, man, keep your prayers out for Maricela, Mike, and Hansel, the whole family. This is something that they've been dealing with a long time. Yeah, so I just wanted to show my friends some love because I talk to Mike every now and again, and when you see Maricela, she shows up. She tries to keep a smile on her face, but that's hard. That's hard. That's your baby. I say this all the time on this show. Like, we have to protect our babies. We have to. It's it's not even it's not even something that you could just say. It's no excuse. I mean, we got it's so much evil things. It's hard to even sometimes get the words out when it comes to certain things like this because it's wild. So we sending love to Maricela and Mike and Hansel and their family. All right. All right. So now let's really talk about this. And Drew, Is the FBI still actively investigating this? Yes, yes, they are. They are actively investigating this thing as of now. And matter of fact, I should bring Mike on so he could explain more about that for sure. But this is what we want to talk about. And Drew, we definitely gonna need check this out. Now, here we go. Let's keep it real. I am not a professional. You know, I have been married less than a year. Less than a year, okay? Less than a year. But you know what? Before I even start, shout out to Kendra. Kendra does her thing. She built up a hell of a platform. Um, and she's killing it. I got to give her respect. But I just disagree. This right here is crazy. My wig is $2,000. $2,000. My lashes are $300. She says, if I'm in your presence, you should pay for this. You should pay for this. You gonna pay. You gonna pay. You gonna pay. Do 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 do. You gonna pay. Yo, this is crazy to me. This is really the insane. This is the you know what? Hold on. Hold on. I gotta hit you with this.
Most important thing in business is honesty, integrity, hard work, family.
But that
Getting where we came from.
just a little bit. This is wild to me. Picking your partner is one of the most important things you ever gonna do. Is picking your partner, and you gotta understand. You gotta understand. You gotta understand. What Drew say? This is crazy. Oh, it's crazy. $2,000 for a wig. Andrew, she is not married. And I'm not even gonna go deep into her whole little situation because I'm not trying to expose. I just want to deal. I just want to deal. I just want to deal. Pause. I just want to deal with the craziness she talking about. Look here, fellas. Fellas, come on in, fellas. Fellas. Matter of fact, Drew, you might even want to speak. I might have to bring you up in a minute. Fellas, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Listen. One of the biggest things that we have to fix, especially in our community, is families. We have to build families. We have to. Think about this. We all have our accessories, right? We got our accessories. Y'all know I bring my woozy, You got to bring the woozy, but you don't need the woozy. You don't. You need somebody who going to love your bald-headed ass. Yeah. Because here's the thing. You not finna be fine forever. You not. Somebody going to have to take care of you. Somebody going to have to change you. You going to have to get along with somebody. And guess what? They're not going to give a damn about your lashes and your damn hat. Okay? They're not going to care. You have people that have these broken homes and broken families, and you see people have families and you realize that they didn't even like each other, but you had to have your weave and your lashes. $300 for lashes. People got houses on fire. Like, this is insane. That is a horrible investment. That is terrible. I mean, now if you got it, you in a whole nother different situation. But if you based in your existence on how do you find a person based off of if they can afford your wig or your lashes is it's lame. What's the other word I'm looking for? It's vain. It's vain. It's like, well, what is it? What is it? What does it mean? What is this? What is this? I'm not surprised she needs therapy. Real rap. Like this is listen, and I know certain things we say tongue in cheek. I get that. But this is the narrative that's really messing it up for everybody that come behind us because we got to tell them, hey, nah, you got to pick with somebody. Number one, y'all got to have something in common. God, listen, it's hard. You can't it when you're so entangled into, hey, this is what we do, this is who we are. You're not gonna always like each other. Look, sometimes sometimes you ain't gonna like it, but this is the person that you got to build trust with, right? It starts at home and spreads abroad. It starts at home and spreads abroad. When you picking somebody, pick somebody that actually give a damn about you. You know, somebody that love you, like, beyond that, because it's gonna be some days where they gonna see you at your worst. You know what I mean? You want people to really like, for real, that's $2,000 for a wig, baby girl. I wouldn't care if my wife had one hair on her head. I'ma kiss and love my wife. That's my wife. You feel me? Like that's the person that God put me here with. Like I'm here. I know what it's like to grow up when the parents ain't together. Not saying everybody that had that is perfect, but I'm just saying. Y'all gotta get over that, guys, too. You can't just cause she got a good future behind her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, on everything. You can't always beat it up. Alright? You can't always be barking at the cat. You know what I mean? You got to. Shut up. You know what I mean? You gotta pick about who can you build with. What are you guys gonna do? A helpmate. Who's gonna help you? Like for real, who's with you? Who's gonna love you? And look, here goes some real facts. After your mom and dad die, nobody's really entitled to love you. Real talk. Think about these things. Cause those the things like people die alone. You know what I mean? People go through all kind of different stuff. So you got to think about who you gonna be with in those good times and those bad times. And I'm telling you, the best advice I can give you: get with the Lord. Get with the Lord. That ain't the Lord's music, but you got to get with it. You know what I'm saying? On everything. So that's my take on it. Let's see. If you guys want to come up here and talk about this, I'll put this in the chat. Let's see. All right. All right. So look, guys, this is see, because when we come from homes that's kind of messy, you know what I mean? Nigga shit happen.
Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us.
We can't do that. We cannot do that. That is crazy. She took off on the baby. What the baby? This is the stuff. What's up with it, Triv? Triv, what you got your girls out there fighting, Triv? They all going Triv crazy out there, man. Triv, get your chicks. Get your chicks, man. They out there beating people up all day.
No.
They can't be doing that, man. We gotta be better. We gotta be better. We gotta be better. All right, guys. So listen, that was so bad. It was so bad. Oh, Trev, you can't be over there pleading the fifth. You can't be up there pleading the fifth. You can't do that. Let's see what Sugar Free have to say. Sugar Free, what you got to say about this?
Motherfuckers out here who can walk, talk, see, hear, and all that shit and still fucking nuts. Had the same amount of time in a day as Michael Jackson, but chose to be nobody.
Hey, that was powerful right there.
Sugar Free wasn't playing, man. Sugar Free was not playing. And he was straight to the point. What you say again, Free?
Niggas out here who can walk, talk, see, hear, and all that shit and still fucking nuts. Had the same amount of time in a day as Michael Jackson, but chose to be nobody.
Hey, that was powerful right there.
Sugar Free out here kicking games, seeing all kind of crap. What the hell is going on? What is going on? Like, we have literally lost our minds. This is crazy. This is crazy. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why we're here. I'm finna show you something that blew my mind all the way up, guys. And we finna get into it. We are about to get into this mess right now. This was something that truly, truly broke my heart, guys. Check it out.
The big city sheriff says he's never seen a scenario so dire, one that would be deplorable and intolerable even for an animal. You better brace yourself. And I'll say that again in case you think I'm exaggerating. Brace yourself.
First of all, the white lady said, brace yourself. When have you ever in the history of the world heard a white lady say, brace yourself? And she said it twice. You know for sure, brace yourself usually meant, do I got a gun? I don't have That ain't it. I ain't got the nope. Nope. Nope.
Very well.
Yeah, none of that. But when you heard brace yourself, you knew it was over with. All right? All right, now. We getting back to our regular scheduled program.
Oakland County Sheriff's deputies found 3 children in this house in these conditions. A 15-year-old boy and 2 girls aged 12 and 13. Their mother had left them in that home to fend for themselves almost 5 years ago. They existed on weekly drop-offs of food from Instacart and DoorDash. Their house was overrun with garbage and feces and mold. Their clothes were filthy. Their hair was matted. And just so you know the extent of the neglect, their toenails were so long they could barely walk. How are the children right now, and where are they?
So we took them immediately out of the home once we discovered them, took them to medical care, and then involved our Child Protective Services. And they have been placed temporarily with relatives that were unaware of what was going on. And we have a lot more scheduled for them this week. We've got a much more detailed health and mental health examination of them. We've already a kind of a psychological question kind of thing with a care house, kid gloves treatment to try to figure out what they're feeling, what they know, things like that. Thankfully, they're responding very well. Our detectives said when they saw them at the care house interview that they were chatty. And obviously, when we first encountered them, it was nothing like that. The girls were actually hiding in a locked bathroom.
Fuckers out here who can walk, talk, see, hear, and all that shit and still fucking nuts. Had the same amount of time in a day as Michael Jackson, but chose to be nobody.
For real. That is wild. 4 years. 4 freaking years, yo. 4 freaking years, bro. I know what it's like to be a kid and, come from a set of circumstances where you feel like um you get the raw end of the deal and not wanting to be here. But I ain't have it like that. Part 2. That's
charged with abandoning her 3 children for 4 years, leaving them physically, mentally, and emotionally traumatized. She's expected in court today.
34-year-old Kelly Bryant faces 3 counts of first-degree child abuse. Kim DiGiulio live with us this morning in Pontiac to get us up to speed on this case. Kim?
Yeah, guys, and the details of this case are disturbing, and the more we learn, it is just so hard to understand how a mother could do this to her children. 3 children. The son was the only one really who left the house, and that was only a couple of times a week to pick up a drop off of maybe a loaf of bread. The daughters never left the house, and investigators tell us it's because the children were told that they weren't allowed to.
What stands out the most for me is no love. There was nobody there to care for them for between 3 and 4 years. No parent, nobody physically present to let them know that they were safe and they were loved.
3 children living in nightmare conditions. Their nightmare came to an end last week. While conducting a welfare check for missed rent payments, police discovered a 15-year-old boy and his 2 sisters, ages 12 and 13, living in filth with no parental supervision.
The children were afraid to come out of their hiding places and to speak with the police. Police had to repeatedly advise the children that they were there to help and they were safe. The children's bodies and clothing were covered in feces, and the girls had difficulty physically walking outside of the residence.
Oakland County prosecutor Karen McDonald says Kelly Bryant moved out of the home several years ago, leaving the kids to fend for themselves, only having a small amount of food dropped off occasionally.
The defendant took the active steps of lying and concealing to make sure the children went undiscovered, and she took these actions knowing that her children would suffer serious physical and emotional harm as a result.
The children shared with investigators about what they experienced and why they did not seek help.
All 3 children expressed fear about what their mother's response would be if.
Wow. That's why it's important, man. It's important to take care of our responsibilities. To leave those kids unattended like that, it's just a tragedy. What's up with it, Big Joe? Shout out to Valor Pro. What's up with it, Bosco 64? That's just a tragedy. Things like that should never happen. I mean, we was just talking about a situation a couple of days ago, and it's just leave the kids in the house for 4 years, toenails so long they don't even know how to care for themselves. This is ridiculous. Excuse me. This is ridiculous. There's nothing like I can't even make this funny at all, but I can do this.
Fuckers out here who can walk, talk, see, hear, and all that shit and still fucking nuts. Had the same amount of time in a day as Michael Jackson, but chose to be nobody.
Had the same time as Michael Jackson, but chose to be nobody. That's a damn bar. You know what I mean? Same time as Michael Jackson and chose to be a nobody. That's like we gotta take responsibility. Like it's just enough. It's something that the child is going to deal with forever. How are they going to be able to marry somebody with this kind of trauma? How are they going to be able to get into society? Because there's so much trauma that comes off of that. Like, we gotta do better. Like, there's no other way. What's up with it, Jordan? There's no other way. There's no other way to put it, but we gotta do better, and we can. We can and we will. We can and we will. And the cold thing about it is just I'm glad she's going to get her justice, but even her getting her justice, it still doesn't take away from what the kids had to deal with. It still don't take away from what the kids had to deal with. And that's the thing that is really, really painful. to even do this. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show y'all something. Um, and then I'm gonna show you guys something, and then yeah, yeah, I'm gonna show y'all something. Give me 1 second. Um, I want to um, let's see 1 second. That ain't it. So there we go. All right, go back here. I'm finna share this with y'all. Let's see, present, share screen, pop. And now, guys, this is your opportunity. Opportunity. Join members only. Members only. And you'll be able to see all our content. I wanna show y'all some of the highlights of a show we did. Um let AJ rock it out. Yeah. There you have it, guys. So that's the deal, guys. So look, check it out. This is what we got coming up. This Wednesday, even though it got a different date, this Wednesday, they are doing a food giveaway with the Watt Civic Center. That's 1513 East 103rd Street, Los Angeles, California, 90002. Volunteers are welcome at 8:30. Los Angeles Regional Food Bank. And this is the East Side Riders. They do this every week. Go get your food, all right? All right. And then we got a Crosswalk Church. Y'all know we do this every Saturday. Well, every fourth Saturday. However, there is a food giveaway this Saturday. make sure you guys come and get your food. It'll be there like at 10. I know groceries is still high as well. Joe, I'm just now seeing this. It says I have to deal and hear stories like this on a day-to-day through my job. Keep there, man. Joe, man. That's why Joe is a dope dude, man. Y'all check out Joe, man. Great family, man. Always doing stuff with the fam, dude. It's those people I feel like sometimes that just get overlooked. The guys that just do what they supposed to do. You feel me? So Joe, man, we definitely appreciate you for that, man. But yeah, it's a bunch of those stories, you know. We got to do better. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Comptonmania News. April 18th is WrestleMania weekend. We supposed to be out there with Versus Pro. Shout out to all the feds. Matter of fact, Marky Marker. Shout out to Marky Marker, man. I didn't get a chance to see the show on the 22nd. But shout out to you, bro. For everybody that's out there going after what you love to do, man, I'm giving you love and support to say keep going for it. Keep going for it. Keep your mind focused on the love and why you started it. A lot of BS is going to come. A lot of stuff is going to try you. Stay strong and stay connected and keep your head level. Never feel like you have to do something out of stress. You know, you get what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you're going to have your times, but I'm just showing love to Marky Marker for freaking running a Fed, man. For running a Fed. TCW, I think it's called, man. Shout out to Marky Marker, and I'll try to make more. But guys, this is the end. So here we go. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now. Until we meet again, I say so long, farewell to wrestling fans. Goodbye for now, because it's Comptonmania. Woozy. It took me forever to find a song. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. Mondays is when we do Comptonmania News. We just starting to stream. A lot of times, join the members only, $3.99, $9.99. Be a part of the community. Woozy, 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 woo.
This is Mr. Pissoff, the foul-mouthed son of a bitch. Must-see face, the most corrupted man, the most hated man, the most biased man in sports today. All I want you to do is click, like, subscribe, and share. And that's the bottom line. Mr. Pissoff said so.